Hey guys, Christina Popovic here. It's been a long time. I haven't been on a Facebook Live in a long time, it feels like. So I wanted to hop on, and you'll be seeing a lot more of me soon now. So I will be really focusing on showing up consistently for you guys and bringing value every day for you. And so two of the quick things that I wanted to mention today. The first one is really listening to your body. And that kind of came up for me this morning. The past couple of days, I guess Monday and Tuesday, I went for a run. And that felt really great. And this morning, I didn't feel like going for a run. And so I decided I would go for a walk and listen to a podcast while I was walking. And I think that sometimes we can get this idea of, I need to run, or I need to get to the gym, or, that fitness or health or movement needs to look a certain way. And we kind of force ourselves, or we feel like we have to force ourselves to do that thing. And I want to encourage you to really listen to your body and to do what feels good. And that doesn't mean that I never push myself, or, if I'm, running, that I won't push myself that extra, 0.25 miles, or, on this walk, I made sure that it was a nice walk, but it does mean just doing what feels good, because we can't heal from a place of pain. So if we're just forcing and stressing over the fact that, I need to get more workout in, I need to be working out more, or getting more movement in, that's just creating more stress on the body and on the mind, and that doesn't help with weight loss. It doesn't help with health or feeling good about yourself or about your life. So I just want to encourage you to really listen to your body, trust your intuition, and do what feels good in that for that day. And going for a nice walk, oh my gosh, like it can be so good, not just for your body, but for your mind, for your energy, everything. I mean, look at this beautiful day. It just, for me, it helps me to just be grounded in the moment, be present, to the beauty around me, and be grateful for everything that I have, just for being able to see this beautiful day today. And so I think that it's so helpful. The other thing ties into the second point is, while I was walking, I was listening to a podcast. And I think that that's a great opportunity to not only, when you get to walk, you can't really, well, I guess you can do this while you're running, but it's easier while you're walking. You can also fuel your mind, feed your mind, nourish your mind, take care of your mind while you're walking. So for me, that's listening to a podcast, maybe listening to some music. And so this podcast was just amazing. It was Brooke Castillo, the Life Coaching School, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think her show's the Life Coaching School. And it was just so incredible. And she was talking about her philosophy about money and creating money and where that comes from. And, as entrepreneurs, it's so different than when you're at a job that's paying you for your hourly wage. And so she was talking about how, most of us, we either are in a job where we're getting paid hourly, or we have been in jobs like that our whole life, or whatever it might be. So even what we get taught in school, we get taught that time creates money, that when you invest, it's, time creates the money. And when you go to work for an hourly wage, it's your time that makes money. So that when she talks about how, you can create more money, automatically your brain goes to, well, that's going to mean more of my time, and I don't even have enough time as it is. And so your brain kind of then resists this idea of you being able to create more money. And so her philosophy, which I think is so amazing, and I 100% agree, is that time does not create money. Value creates money. And so where does that value come from? What value do we bring? That value comes from our mind. And so our mind is our most valuable asset. And so it's so important to be taking care of our mind and really treating our mind like it is our most valuable asset, because even when you're getting paid by the hour, they're not paying you to sit there for an hour. They're paying you because you're bringing value during that hour. That is the value that they are saying that you're bringing to the job, right? So if you're an entrepreneur and you want to create more money, you want to be really focusing on your mind and building up, building up your mind, your mindset, your your skill set, learning everything that you can learn, reading what you want your mind to know, because that is the value that you bring. And who decides what your value is? You do. And I think that I've seen that, even with my coaching clients, when we come from that place where we're used to somebody else saying, this is your value, you're worth $25 an hour, then we're used to somebody else telling us what our value is. But when you're an entrepreneur, you own your own business, you are deciding what your value is. And the funny thing is that you would think, oh yeah, I'm just going to say I'm worth $1 million. Well, the funny thing is most people don't think that their value is much at all. I just talked to somebody this morning and the words out of her mouth was, oh, I'm not worth that much yet. But who says? She says. And so we need to work on valuing ourselves and building up that value that we bring, our mind that we bring to our clients, to the world, to our family. Like, what is our value that we're bringing? And so to really, what if we treated our minds like it was our most valuable asset instead of, our house or our car or the amount of money that we have in the bank? Those are all things that can be taken away in an instant. I mean, we've seen that so many times, just with natural disasters, and all of those things can disappear in an instant. They can be stripped away. But what you have in your mind, that can never be taken away. And so if you base your value, what you bring to the world, if that's what you're intentionally constructing every day and working on every day, then your potential for earning is limitless. And that can never be taken away from you, as opposed to putting your worth and your value and your hope and your security in things outside of yourself. So those are my 2 tips for you today. Really listen to your body. Don't force it to do something that doesn't feel good. If you don't feel like running today, take a walk, enjoy nature, listen to a podcast, fuel your mind, feed your mind, grow your mind, because that's the value that you bring to the world. That's the value that you bring to your clients. That's the value you bring to your business. That's the value that you bring to everything. So those are my 2 little things for you today. Hi, Hannah. Thanks for stopping in and listening. Love you, girl. And I will talk to you guys later. Shoot me a comment if any of this resonated with you. Give me a heart if you agree about any of this. And shoot me a comment. I'd love to hear. Bye.